rack of lamb from Colorado, Olathe corn on the cob from Colorado in the Olathe area on the western slope, peaches from Grand Junction area, wonderful, and sweet potatoes or yams. So this is all going to be done on the grill, a little Weber grill. It's the Weber Q, very small, great for a family of 4 people. If you get over 4 or 5 or 6 people, it can be a little bit crowded on the grill, and of course that depends on what you're doing. Okay, here we go. We start out by just coating the lamb with a little bit of olive oil. The main purpose of that, I have washed my hands, the main purpose of that is just to moisten it up a little bit so that the rub that I'm going to add will adhere nicely. The rub is something very simple. I put it together myself. I've been using it for years, and I started out just individually putting it on, and it's salt, pepper, garlic powder, and curry powder. And then you're having to do each one individually, and I got real smart one day and said, why don't I just mix all of that up together, put it in a little jar, and rather than having to deal with all of these ingredients, we can just put the rub on generously on the lamb, and it's a dry rub. The oil helps it to adhere a little bit while we're getting things going. Both sides. Don't be sparing with the rub, use lots of it. I'm going to start the lamb first. The grill is hot, it's on high. I will start the lamb with the fat side down. The timing of all of this, to take it to about a medium rare, which will be about 120, or maybe a scotch over 120. Usually turn it over every 5 minutes. So the next thing we're going to put on, however, will be the potatoes. They're the thing that takes the next longest. So we're just going to have the potatoes. This is also a very simple thing to grill, and I just seem to use an abundance of olive oil, so I drizzle a little olive oil on the potatoes, and that's all that they're going to see. And you can wipe that around on the skin side. They've been washed. We love to eat the skins as well. So we're putting the potatoes on the grill, flat side down, just oil on them, and that's all it takes. So the next thing that's going to go on, and now we're not in a big rush for these because they cook fairly fast, but we're going to grill peaches. And again, these are Colorado peaches from the Grand Junction area on the western slope. And we simply have the peaches, take the pit out. So if my wife were doing it, she would be putting butter on the peach as well as on the corn. I tend to be kind of a freak for olive oil, so there's another drizzle of oil. A little bit on the skin is okay. And then, what makes these really good is coarse black pepper. Fairly generous amount of coarse black pepper. And just on the one side. So, with the pepper on the peach, they can go on the grill. And face down. Oh, there goes our timer again. Again, it's amazing how fast 5 minutes goes by. So we'll set it for another 5. And we'll do a little check. See how things are going. Oh, I think we're in good shape. We rotate the corn a little bit. You'll see how we get a few grill marks on one side of the corn. Do about a 180-degree rotation. At this stage, I'm just going to turn the peaches over Let them cook a little bit from the other side. You'll notice the peaches may look a little black, and they're going to look a little blacker before we're done. Not to worry, that is caramelized. It does not taste burned. It tastes very sweet, just like candy. And that black pepper in there with it makes it so, unbelievably good. We're ready to wait about 5 minutes. We'll give it a check then and turn things over and see how we're doing. And we may monitor the temperature at that point as well. Oh, there it goes again. I barely got a sip of wine. This is looking good. I'm going to prop it up just a little bit on that one ear of corn, so we get that end browned up a little bit. I'm going to turn the peaches back over now in the opposite direction. A little bit of grill mark on the back. And we'll similarly turn the potatoes. And this is going to be the last time we turn them. They're very close. Right now in the thick end, the temperature is just a little below 110. To get to a nice medium rare, we want to approach it slowly, and we want to get to about 120. I'll make a couple of comments while we're waiting on this meat to get up to temperature. This is our Outdoorsman. It is a very durable. In fact, it is so durable, if you look on our website, you can see a trip that we took up in the mountains with this strapped to the back of a Jeep, and it took several hours of extreme abuse, and it was this same unit, and survived very, very well. So it's very rugged. The leg mechanisms are such that you can adjust the counter height through these T-knobs down here, and you can have this counter at 36 inches, which is where we are now, and that's pretty much a standard kitchen counter. You can drop it down to 33 or down to 30 inches if you are not as tall as some people. And then the other thing that's kind of cool about it is that we have an option, which are these counter extensions. So they just slide out, and they're a separate piece, and they give us another 12 inches approximately on each side. So we've got pretty close to 5 feet of working space, and it's 18 inches deep, and 18 inches is about the depth of your working space on your kitchen counter at home. Okay, another 5 minutes has gone by. We're at about 115, very, very close to 120. So I think what I'm going to do at this point is take the fruit and potatoes and corn, the vegetables, off. So we've got the vegetables and the fruit cooked, wrapped up, just holding a little bit, waiting for the meat to finish. It won't take very much more. We'll be ready to cut this and plate it. But I was starting to explain a few things about the camp kitchen, and one was the fact that we have knives and a magnetic holder that holds things in place, which is very convenient, and then a utensil drawer that holds whatever utensils that you want to bring on your trip, and then silverware and spices. And the spice little compartment will hold 5 jars of any spices that you want to bring along on your trip. You can have a cutting board, it fits nicely in there, paper plates. The compartment here, it has a removable shelf. I can't just pull it out because I've got stuff in there, but this is not glued in, so if you don't want that divider, you can take the divider out. Time to check again. The buzzer just went off. Another 5 minutes, and I think we're going to be perfect right now. Do our trusty thermometer. 122. We're stalling at 122, so I would say we are absolutely perfect. Okay, we're ready to go. I put the vegetables back on just to kind of warm them up a little bit. The meat is done. We just checked it. It was 121 and a half. So I'm going to pull this off, slice it up. Well, I can pull these off at the same time. Here's our corn. So before putting the vegetables on the plate, we're going to make a cut into the rack and just see what we've got here. This is looking really good. It's a little bit more done than I expected from our temperature, but it's actually still nice and moist and juicy. So we're going to put 3 plates of this together. Oh, look at that. Just for a little garnish, we're going to put a little bit of arugula on the plate. So we're not serving it as a salad, we're just serving it to add a little color and give something to set the fruit and vegetables on. I say, let's go eat. Hey John, I think you should come and try this.
The aroma is awesome. Richard, you did it again.
It really is some of the best lamb I've ever had in my life. Fantastic.
Thank you.